All right, Pisces, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April 27th through May 3rd. My name is Athen. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at your chart here for this week. On Sunday, we've got the full moon energy here in your 8th house at the end of the week. So the 8th house, this is not going to be very personal for you necessarily, but it is an awareness of it, and it is an awareness of the deeper elements of life, what life is truly about, to you, and seeing the truth beyond the veils, the truth of self and the truth of life and the truth of everything around you. So this is a culmination point over the past 6 months. If you've been involved with anything like esoteric studies or psychology over the past 6 months, this can be a high time, a culmination of that. It's also a culmination of the new moon energy that took place here in your 2nd house a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago if you're watching this at the beginning of the week. So this energy here, which is still going to be highly activated for you, is that 2nd house of abundance. It's the house of value. It's the house of your sense of self-worth, your self-reliance. This is where we stand on our own 2 feet and say, this is what I value. This is the material enjoyment that I want to experience in life. And this is, what I'm worth. And of course, we're all worth so much, but we have to see that. We have to embody that. And that's what the 2nd house is all about. And it really comes from being grateful. It's about having gratitude for the abundance that you have, because we all do have a tremendous amount of abundance. So seeing that, especially during the full moon, because the full moon in the 8th is showing us that there's a deeper element. And when we see that deeper element, then we don't get too fixated on just the material elements of things, and we find that nice balance and harmony between, although the material things are very enjoyable and very important in life, there is so much more. So that's the energy that's unfolding for you throughout the week. And like I said, as the week unfolds, you'll feel more and more of this 8th house energy. And that's just the nature of it, because at the beginning of the week, we're in this first quarter phase where the moon's here. And as the moon starts to fill up, it'll become more and more about the deeper elements. So bring that in, have that awareness. I think that'll create a nice balance to this lunar cycle. And again, it could be a culmination of maybe what you've been working on regarding to finances or the material elements of life too. Now, is a week where this 3rd and 2nd house are being highly activated. And by one location in particular on Monday and Tuesday. Right here, we have Chiron. It's going to be forming 2 aspects, one up to Mars, one up to Venus, and then Neptune forming a sextile up to the Sun here, Monday through Wednesday. So this is assisting us, and this is a supportive energy here of that 12th house where you've had Neptune and Chiron. And so this is about flow. You guys have had Neptune in the 12th, which is an awesome place for Neptune. And it's about having that flow and that relaxation and presence and connecting to your intuition. And all of this has been, very highly activated for you over the past many years. It's also been very healing for you as well. You're healing through these areas also. And so that is supporting you. Monday through Wednesday, bring in those 12th house elements. Maybe bring in the subtle energies, the intuition, the rest and relaxation. The presence in what you're doing. All of this will assist you Monday through Tuesday. And where it's assisting you is, again, with the 2nd house, which is the house of abundance, values, and all those things, but also your 3rd house of your communications, because that's going to be increasingly an important location for you in your chart, because we have Venus there already. So it's been this opportunity for the past few weeks to enjoy communication, enjoy learning, enjoy picking up the journal, writing, reading, those types of things. Anything that gets our mental sphere activated or our throat chakras activated. And then this week in particular, though, we do have Mercury going into that 3rd house here on Thursday. So there is this shift you can see as the fast-moving planets start to go into your 3rd house. And it is shifting this week where I think you'll be thinking less about the material elements of life, which I think is still, like I said, very important. But your mind here, Mercury, is going to have a shift. And the shift is from the more material, the more grounded, the more value elements of life into the communication. And this is a very nice place for Mercury to be in. 1, because it's the 3rd house, and 2, because Mercury's in a friendly sign here in Taurus, so he likes to be in your 3rd house. So this is communicating, this is sharing information. It's a very communicative, very in a day-to-day environment, it's a very busy time, not necessarily in an overly emphasized busy, but it's a nice busy. Things are going on. There's a lot of to and fro energy. So you'll notice that midweek onward, once we have that shift of Mercury, and like I said, over the next couple of weeks, once Mars goes in there and the Sun, things will very much unfold about that even more. So that's Monday through Wednesday. Really bring in this 12th house stuff, and then bring in the communications, bring in the learning, teaching, and all of that stuff. It'll certainly assist you. Now, we don't have any major aspects between Thursday and Saturday, but Saturday and Sunday we do have a very important aspect involving Saturn and Mercury. As soon as Mercury goes into that third, he's going to be opposed by Saturn. And so this is the challenge of the week. And what we want to do here is we want to bring in the elements of Saturn. Saturn has been grounding you when it comes to the expansive elements of life. Making sure you're very disciplined with philosophy, disciplined with travel if you're doing those types of things. Taking, the life path, basically, and adventure and the expansion of life very seriously. And that's what we want to do. We want to embody the elements of Saturn, because then we are in flow with it. Because if we push it away, if we resist it, then that's when we feel that, that resistance, that strong, it can be quite heavy, actually. So bring in that disciplined approach in regards to these ninth house matters and in regards to these third house matters, because as things start to shift in regards to this very practical, very day-to-day, very rational part of your chart, there's this Saturn saying, look, it's important for you to expand. It's important for you to see the big picture, to open your horizons. And it's a serious thing. And so balancing that, bringing that into it, which is essentially what I like to think of as the right hemisphere of the brain up here in the ninth, and the left hemisphere of the brain down here. Merging these two hemispheres and embodying both elements will help you flow with this Saturday and Sunday energy. And it could just be being very disciplined with your communications and your thoughts, seeing things long term and very realistically. So that's going to be the opposition Saturday and Sunday. And this weekend is very much about opposition because of that aspect, but also because, of course, that full moon, which is going to be aspecting that 8th house. So here, balancing the deeper elements of life with the material. So you can see your 2nd and 3rd house are very much being activated, and your 8th and your 9th house towards the weekend in particular. So finding that balancing point between, essentially in this kind of relationship, it's the more day-to-day stuff with the more spiritual stuff, higher stuff, transformational stuff, which is the 8th house. The 8th house from the 8th to the 9th is about transformation. It's about having that truthfulness, that transparency, and then from that comes the expansion and awareness and adventurous side of life. All right, Pisces, well, I hope you guys have a fantastic time. If you'd like a personal reading looking at your personal planets, do get in touch for a reading here at the website. And if you're new to Sidereal Astrology, do check out the website, because this is different from the traditional Western approach to things. And so things change with the signs and things like that. So thank you again for all of your support. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.